All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about external styling. So let's head over to Sublime. I'm going to close out index.html. We're going to right click on Learn Basic CSS 3, do a new folder, 02.external styling. So what we're going to do in this page is similar to the previous video. We're going to do a new file, and we're going to give this an index of index.html. But there's a twist. We're going to right click again and do a new file, and we'll control S and do style.css. Okay, so what I want you to do first is go to index.html. We're going to type in HTML, hit tab, and then inside of here, we're going to do a link tag. So we'll do link. So just type in link, hit enter. That's going to autofill everything you need. Then we're going to do style.css. So commonly what happens is you'll have, let's say that this right here is where our CSS file is. Normally you'd have this, you'd have CSS/style.css. And the reason why that is to separate the content. But in this video, we're just putting it in external styling. So style.css is in the same folder as index.html. I just want to show you that because that's an important thing to understand. Because sometimes an entire project can get messed up if you're not pointing it in the right location. So making sure that files are not broken is very important, especially when you start adding 10, 15, 20 style sheets. Right now it's okay because we're just doing the minimum, but as you get into it more, you'll understand. So let's go to the style.css page. And we're going to do similar properties that we did before. So we're going to do body, left bracket, right bracket, return. We'll do background. Instead of green, we're going to do blue. And then I'm going to do color, white. And we're going to do font family, Roboto. Okay, now I'm going to right click and open in the browser. And you can see we got blue. I don't have text, so it's not going to give me anything for that. If I inspect, unlike last time, it doesn't have styling here. It has it right here, href style.css. Now, if I double click that, let me see. There was a way to look at that. Let me see where there was. Let's go to style editor. There you go. If you go to the style editor, you can actually add to this. So you could do h1. And we could do color, red, font size, 2 M's. And what that does is you can save this. I can close this out. And now it adds it to my style sheet. So I didn't even edit it in here. I did everything in the web browser. So let me show you that again. It's a pretty cool thing. When you inspect, you go to style editor. And what you can do is we can edit right here. So I could change this color to red, save it, it's going to pop it up right there. And the whole idea of this is you can test and debug and kind of play around with what you got and see what looks the best for what you're trying to do. That's the whole idea behind it. So if we don't want red, let's say we want black. Okay, then you save it. Now obviously we're going to delete this because we don't have an H1. So we save that. And you can turn the style sheet off or turn it on. You can also add a style sheet. So you could do, let's just save that, and then it will have you save it to your computer. And then you could turn that on and off. So I'm going to turn it off. Let's refresh this just so that disappears. But this is a great tool where if you like to work in the web browser instead of on Sublime for whatever reason, just so you can visually see it. I'm visual, so I like to see what I'm doing. It's a great tool. The other thing you can do with Inspector, and you can also drag it down. That's another nice thing about Firefox is they give the ability to customize this any way you want. So if I go into body and I add, if I go edit as HTML and I add an H1, and we'll call this text. Okay, then what it should do is give me white text, right? Then I go to the style editor, and let's say that I want to make this center. So we do text align center. Okay, now it's center. And let's give it font weight bold. Let's do 800. Okay, that one didn't work, but you get the idea. So this is a really cool way to not only edit CSS, but also kind of debug what the problem is, you know, because you can go in here and you can turn this off just by going in there and highlighting it and hit delete. And then if you hit Control Z, it'll let you undo that. So you can really narrow it down to whatever the issue is. And the fact that you can turn on and off styling, then you can really see the effect that it has when you add that styling. Okay? So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.